So these three guys come in, and within like 10 seconds, one of them tries to approach one of these Thai girls at her table. 3 security surrounded him. I basically saw them saying like, you gotta go. Like they're pointing to the door, and they shuffled him out. Some other people have brought up like, well, isn't the use of the word farrang, isn't that a negative or disrespectful term?
Like,
so
what if someone say like,
so
you're a
I
farrang?
have my opinion, but first I want to hear what you think. Do you think the word farrang is racist or negative in some way? What is up, guys, and welcome back to the One Night in Bangkok podcast. If you guys are new here, my name is Eric. I'm all the way from Boston, USA. I'm here with Ern, and we're bringing you some of the best people and places and stories from here in Bangkok. If you guys are new to the channel, if you're traveling to Thailand soon, if you want to live in this amazing country, hit the subscribe button. Check us out on Apple and Spotify podcasts. Buy us a coffee if you want to support the channel. And I also want to mention today that I have relaunched the Clips channel on YouTube. So if you want to check out just 5-10 minute clips from different conversations throughout all of the episodes, go subscribe to that channel now. Like I just posted an episode from way back in like episode 3 or 4, I think, with this girl Nanny, and she's very funny and she explains what foreigners need to know before they start dating Thai women. So there's a lot of interesting topics, especially from older episodes. So if you're new here, go subscribe to the Clips channel where we just relaunched it. I'm posting a video every single day. We have a video every single day for like the next year. So I'm sure there's a lot of topics and videos that you guys have never seen. So go check out that channel right now. Like pause this video, open a new tab, go subscribe to the Clips channel, and I will be very appreciative. Thank you. Okay, so Ern, we are now past Songkran. I haven't seen you so much in the past few weeks.
Yes.
Where have you been?
Working. And for Songkran, I went to RCA.
You went to RCA? Where?
I think it's organized by Onyx. It's like concert, DJ, music.
You went to the Onyx RCA event, which is, they did it outside?
Did it outside. It just like...
They have the big outdoor stage. They have people spraying water and everything.
Yeah, all the beautiful girls spray the water. And like just a table, a lot of tables. But I went there. I was there pretty late, like around 10, 11. Yeah, after I finished work, went back home and changed my outfit and then just went there straight away. Actually, I didn't plan to do anything on Songkran Day, but my friend just like, oh, we've got table. But let's say it's like, you know, the table for during Songkran is not that nice, but it's cost around 10,000 baht plus.
Yeah, because it's a special event.
Yeah, but if you don't have the table, you just the entry fee is like 800 baht.
Now, I think I know what a lot of people are thinking.
What?
So let me be the voice of the people for a minute. You just mentioned the table cost 10,000 baht.
Yeah.
So who were your friends? Who were you with?
Yeah, my close friends, my
Thai people.
Thai people.
So I think a lot of people
it's
might
like
be
fit like 7 people.
Oh,
for one.
6 or 7 people for one
Yeah.
table. Okay, because I was gonna say 10,000 baht is expensive.
Yeah.
So a lot of people might be wondering
Yeah.
how you can afford that.
We do, you know, a lot of
Okay,
people.
well, if it's 6 or 7 people, I kind of understand.
Yeah.
But usually, I thought you were talking about the table that holds like 3 or 4 people.
Yeah, it's like six people, but they also have like the VIP zone, but it will be in the middle. But it's actually not that different, but it's just like a bit bigger and more space. A lot of beautiful girls that gonna entertain you if you're in the VIP tables. But I mean, it's
Let's
quite
talk
good.
about that for a second, because
About
this
what?
relates to something else I want to mention later. You said the girls that entertain you. How do they
Yeah.
entertain you?
Dance with you, I guess, and you know, service like, you know, the drinks and stuff. That's the people.
Yeah, they play like dumb drinking games.
Yeah,
things
something
like
like
that.
that. But like for Songkran, they just like, play and spray the water and all
Okay,
kind of stuff
okay.
that we do. Everybody does.
So I spent most of that week working because
They didn't go out anywhere.
no, just working on a special
Wow.
project that I'm very excited about. However, last week or this past week, I actually did go out to a few places. I tried a few new things. I went to the MadStash event on top of King
pool
Power.
party?
No.
Oh,
So MadStash is a promoter, event
right.
organizer, and they do like techno events.
Techno House.
And so I had never been to one of their events, but they had one on top of King Power Manahakhon, which I thought was a really cool idea because that's one of the tallest buildings in Bangkok. I think it's the tallest outdoor observation deck. And they basically turn it into a nightclub. But, it's not perfect. I mean, it's definitely a cool experience. But whenever you do like outdoor events, it's hard. It's hard because you don't have control, that much control over the sound or the lighting or
Yeah.
that kind of thing. So, and it's also expensive. It was like 1,200 baht just for the entry, include one drink. And, the crowd also, not that many Thai people, I think. I think it's a lot of foreigners.
Foreigners.
And it's a lot of like, in Boston, we call them hipsters, like certain
Yeah.
subsect of foreigners. So it wasn't bad or anything. I mean, if you're really into the techno scene, I think that's exactly where you want to be. But I'll try another one of their events, but I'd like to try, like you said, they do a pool party.
Yeah, because I've heard a lot and I've seen a lot that they did the pool party. So I
Yeah.
think they're pretty well known of like techno music at the pool party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then from there, I went to Beam Club in Thonglor.
Beam Club.
Have you ever been there?
Never been.
Okay.
Never heard of that.
So ever since I moved to Bangkok, I've heard about this place, but I never went. And then during COVID, I think it shut down, and then I think they were renovating, or I don't know. But someone told me they recently reopened. Someone I saw at the MadStash event said, "Oh, you should go there. There's a DJ I like tonight."
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay. So we go. There's a few of us, and it was a 600 baht cover to get in. And
The entry fee?
it did not include a drink, I think. And I'm just mentioning some of this because most of the time, I mean, these are kind of expensive cover charges for Bangkok.
Yeah.
600 baht to go in. And, I heard a lot about this club. I was expecting like something really, I don't know, impressive.
What kind of music there?
Well, I'll talk about the music, but the club itself is basically like just a white room. Like it doesn't look like a lot of other clubs. Like they have some lighting and stuff like that, but it's just not built out as much. There's not as much production stuff. I think it's really supposed to be a club for people that are really into a certain kind of music. And that's why it's maybe more, I don't know, basic in some ways. I don't
Yeah.
know.
What kind of crowd there?
So
a lot of Thai?
the
or
music
no?
on this night, and I don't want to be negative about the music because I think it's just not for me on this night. The music was UK garage, which
I have no idea.
yeah, is not my style of music. Okay, and the crowd that was there was very, very different than you would see at a lot of other clubs in Bangkok.
How different?
Like they look like let me put it this way, the music sounded like a robot having a seizure. So it just wasn't, it's just a completely different crowd. If you're into that kind of music, then I think you'll like it. Oh, one cool thing, Elo, actually at this place is they have these like ceiling panels on motors that go up and down. It's almost like a art installation kind of thing. That's cool. But I just thought it was a little weird that the walls, I think, are white, or they're a very light color. And it just didn't, it's very different than a lot of other nightclubs. And I don't know what I was expecting, but it just totally wasn't. It's definitely for people that are like really music fans of a certain genre. I think if I went on another night when maybe it was like deep house, or I don't know what other genres they do. I'm sure they have like different DJs come through. I think I would like it a lot better. So we went there. And then after there, we went to another bar. And this is what I actually want to talk to you about. So I'm not going to say the name of this bar, but I want to tell you like my honest experience.
Yeah.
So my friends wanted to go to one place, but that place was closed. And so we were wandering around and we found this other bar that I had never heard of before.
Yeah.
And it's pretty small and it holds about 100 people, I would say. Maybe maximum 100, maybe 75. I would say it's more of an upscale place. And they only have they have mostly tables, but they have one small bar in the corner. So my friends were a little bit ahead of me going to this place. So they went in, got drinks, got set up like next to the DJ. So I come in. And so I go up to the bar and I said to the server, like, oh, can I order here? And they're like, oh yeah, you can order. So I asked for a soda water. It was already 3 a.m. at this point. It was already like 2:30 or 3 a.m.
Yeah.
So I just wanted, I mean, I don't drink alcohol anyway, but I just wanted a water. My friends already got drinks. I tried to order a water. So they're like, okay. And they're like doing stuff, but then nobody's actually getting the drink.
Oh.
So then I try to order again. And so the server talks to some other woman, one server talks to the tomboy server. And I only mention that if you don't know what a tomboy is. Can you explain, Ern, what a tomboy is?
Tomboy. It's like tomboy. What do I have to explain? Like,
all right. A tomboy is like
it's a girl.
It's a female.
It's a female.
No, I wouldn't consider them trans.
They're not trans.
No, but they kind of, it's in the West, we probably call them like a masculine lesbian. Okay, they dress like a boy.
Yeah.
They like girls. They dress like a boy.
Like a boy.
Yeah.
But everything is still like, like a female thing.
Yeah. But anyway, and the only reason I point that out is because I've had a few experiences now in Bangkok where if there's some kind of problem or something, they hand it off to the tomboy that works there. I don't know, maybe because their attitude is different, like more something. I don't know. Yeah. So anyway, so the one server said something to this tomboy server, and the tomboy server comes up to me with like an iPad and is asking me like what I want. She shows me the menu. So I just point to the soda water.
Yeah.
And then she said like alcohol. And I was like, no. I just want, because sometimes if I just order a soda water, they think I want like a vodka soda.
Yeah, the spirit
or something like that. And I'm like, no. Like only, I even order in Thai, this part in Thai. And then she typed in like the translate app, like, you must order alcohol. And I was like,
what?
No, I don't. I was like, no. It's like, my dad, like not, no. And it occurred to me what must be happening. So meanwhile, my friends already got drinks. They're already set up. We didn't have a bottle or anything. But by the way, over the hour and a half we were there, my one friend probably bought like 4 or 5 drinks. So it's not like we weren't buying anything. And the other one bought one and then he left soon after. So my impression of certain places in Bangkok, like this, and maybe like some other places we've been to, is that they can be pretty hostile towards Western foreigners. Yeah. Especially if you're not white. And I'm definitely not the person to pull the whole race thing, but there are certain nightclubs and bars in Bangkok where if you look at their Google reviews, you will see that people of a certain group say they don't let them in, they make up some excuse why they can't go in.
Right.
And I'm very aware of this. It doesn't, me as just like a average white guy, it doesn't happen that much. But even like me gets, jerked around a little. So I think that's what's happening here. I think they kind of think like, or they're told like, hey, we don't want like these farrangs, like this place is, they didn't say this, but I'm saying, I think this is what management maybe told them. Yeah. Like, hey, we don't really want these farrangs. Like if they come in, they got to like buy a bottle or, like they got to spend a lot of money. And by the way, we weren't dressed poorly. We were dressed decently. It was an upscale place. But
did they say like it's like policy or anything?
No.
But it's, I don't know. It's not a thing that you should say that you have to buy alcohol only. Like not everybody drink alcohol.
It's interesting you brought up like, did they say it's the policy, right?
Yeah.
Because also that's kind of weird. I've never seen a bar or a place that has a policy that you have to buy alcohol.
It's like your choice.
Of course you have to buy a drink. I hate it when I see people walk into, and this is usually honestly Western foreigners that walk into a place and they're walking around, they're looking at girls, but they're not buying anything. You have to buy something, even if you don't want to drink.
You pay. Do you have to pay for the entry fee?
No, but there was also like security at the front, and they stamped us whatever we went in.
Yeah.
So
because it's like some place they just like, okay, let's do like the entry fees, and then whatever they want to buy, just soft drink, then just soft drink. Even
many places,
even you paid like 500, but you want soft drink, then
and I understand why these places do that, where you like pay 300 baht and then they give you a 200 baht voucher or something, because they want to prevent people from going in and not buying anything, creeping, and then not buying anything. So I get it.
Yeah.
But this place didn't do that, and I was trying to buy something right away. I didn't even delay. And again, the reason I think she was kind of messing with me is because she didn't say like, oh, it's our policy. She just kind of smiled at me. And when I asked her like, why do I have to buy alcohol? They don't explain. They just smile. And that is something culturally that I really don't like
you
about
try to
Thailand.
Talk with the manager.
Whenever there's a problem, nobody wants to explain anything.
Yeah,
they just smile. Oh, cannot. Like that's just how they are. So I'm just like, okay. So I just walked away. And then I was going to not buy anything and, just hang out. But I'm like, this is stupid. So I turned around and I saw the manager. And I was like, hey, I'm just trying to buy. My friends are over here. I'm trying to buy just a soda water. This server said I can. Is there a problem? And he's like, oh, where are you? And he's like, oh, no. He's like, no problem. And he sent another server over who took the order and gave it. So I don't know what was going on. But I think this was just an example of like, they try to keep a certain kind of crowd in here, and they try to make it harder for other groups.
Yeah.
And 5 minutes after this happened, 3 other white foreigners came in. Now, this whole bar is all Thai. Oh, by the way, this is the first bar I've been to in a while that's completely filled
mostly
with
Thai?
beautiful Thai girls.
Oh.
I mean, mostly girls.
Which area?
Thonglor. Mostly Thai girls. I would say the ratio was like 5-1, girls to guys. And the only guys in there were like Chinese, Thai, Korean. So it was I feel like I found like a new like spot. Yeah, you're thinking, I'll tell you later where it is. But you're thinking, where could it be? So this is, my friends and I are like, oh, we found a pretty good spot. So then these three Westerners come in, and these 3 Westerners, let's just say, are not like me and my 2 friends. Like they're dressed like they just came from Khaosan Road, like they just got off of, they just came out of like the bucket bar or something. And this is like a more upscale place. So immediately they don't look like they fit in. So these 3 guys come in, and within like 10 seconds, one of them tries to approach one of these Thai girls at her table, and the girl literally doesn't even let him say a word. She just turns around and runs. Like, you ever see the girl like run around the table? So like now the table's between them. She just like, before he even said anything, she just ran away. And then like this is why when people ask like, where should you go in Bangkok? It can be hard to make recommendations, because culturally it can be very different between a place that caters more to Westerners and a place that caters more to Asians. You know what I mean? Like if we're in Sugar, let's say, I think it's more normal or expected. Like some guy's just going to walk up and talk to you. Yeah. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
You don't think so?
Well, yeah.
I'm not saying you want him to, but in a place like this, I think you behave a little differently.
Like how?
Especially if you're a foreigner dressed like you came from Khaosan Road.
So they don't treat you that well if you...
Well, I'm saying like you don't walk in and then 5 seconds later walk up to this girl and, he tried to do some like goofy thing in front of her. It's just, I'm saying culturally, there was a disconnect. And he's completely oblivious to what's going on. And then right after this, his friend, so friend number 2, went across the room to talk to some other girl. And that girl I had observed had security with her. Like she had a security guy that literally was next to her the whole time.
You mean the Western girl or
No,
Thai
there's
girl?
no Western girl. It's a
The
Thai
Thai
girl.
girl.
But I don't know if she's like the girlfriend of the DJ or someone. But for some reason, she had a security guy that was always near her. And so white guy number 2 went to go talk to this girl, and right away, 3 security surrounded him, and I basically saw them saying like, "You gotta go." Like they're pointing to the door, and they shuffled him out. Now the other 2 foreigner guys are still in the room. And then like a minute later, security came back into the room, went up to those guys, told those guys they gotta go. Keep in mind, they went into the room, they didn't order a drink or anything.
Yeah.
They were just came in trying to hit on these girls in an awkward way.
Yeah.
So I can see why some of these places kind of don't like Westerners, because maybe to them, they don't see the difference between these morons and me and my friends. So my friends see this happening. We literally just like mind our own business. We don't talk to anybody. We just, but then guess what? We mind our own business. We don't talk to anybody. Some time goes by. Oh, the girl next to, like near me. Oh, hey, what's up?
Yeah, maybe I think it's maybe about like the culture.
Exactly.
And thing. Like if you're a Western girl, it might be different. Like you may be like, okay, like, approach and talk. But I think for Thai, they may be like a little bit, like watch out, be careful.
So I just wanted to tell this story to kind of illustrate some of the nuances in going out here, because like I said, if you go to Sugar, it's going to be much different than if you go to, I don't know where, GOT, okay? A place that has all Thai Asian people.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then on the way, so we had no problem there, I want to say. After this little issue with the water, we had no problem. We were there for like an hour and a half. My friend bought like 5 drinks. I just had the water because, I'm lame. And then I didn't bother anybody. Just maybe someone said hi, okay. And then on the way out, here's the pro move, guys. On the way out, I tipped the head of security. I figured out who the head of security was because I witnessed the whole situation with these 3 foreigners.
You observe everything.
Yeah. And then on the way out, oh, thank you so much. I gave him a little tip and I went out the door. So hopefully the next time I go back, oh, hey, hopefully he'll remember me. We won't have an issue, So yeah.
Yeah.
This is how it is from.
Maybe the girls are celebrity something. We
I
don't know.
It was a small place. Like, it was a really small place. Many, many beautiful girls. And then the only guys in there were Asian guys. Like, the style I'm talking about. Like maybe an older Chinese guy or something like that. Like, they didn't even really have the young Koreans. Like, a lot of these places, usually they'll be young, good-looking Korean guys. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
This didn't even have that. So I'll definitely
just only beautiful Thai girls.
Yeah, I'm gonna say where this place is eventually once I get more, info. But I don't want to give it away yet. I don't want to blow it up yet.
Okay.
So yeah. Speaking of actually somewhat related to this, so recently there was this big controversy. There was some tourist, I think was he Russian? I don't remember where the tourist was from, and one of the islands, and he was on a tour, and allegedly he kept saying ni hao to the Thai park ranger. Now, here's the thing. I wasn't there. I don't know what happened. The only video I saw was the park ranger reacting to it and basically throwing them off the tour or sending them home or whatever. I don't even want to talk about that. But from this incident, some other people have brought up like, well, isn't the use of the word farrang, isn't that a negative or disrespectful term?
Like, so what if someone say like, you're farrang?
I have my opinion, but first I want to hear what you think. Do you think the word farrang is racist or negative in some way?
Not at all. For me, I think not at all. It's just about like, you look at someone, it seems like they're foreigners and we call them farrang. It's nothing negative. But if you're not farrang, then it's fine. It's like, oh, so where you from? You're not from America. You're not from the UK. Like, just tell us. But I think the word ni hao, it just like you're. It's hard to say because like for me, that tourist say ni hao to that guy, but that guy he looks Chinese. He looks like Chinese person. So it's could be something not nice to say it, but it might be something like misunderstanding.
Well, the ni hao thing, I don't even really want to comment on because I wasn't there. There's not a video of the full incident.
Yeah.
It's just half a story. So like, whatever. But
but for farrang thing, I don't feel like.
So-
what about you? You're farrang.
after being here for 6 years, this is my interpretation, right? So first of all, Thais are very literal. Like they don't talk, usually they just talk very directly about a topic. So if they're trying to describe someone, they're just going to say the foreigner, the farrang, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think that in itself is necessarily bad. I think most of the time it's fine. But I think it can be turned into something negative if you talk in a certain way.
Like what?
Like, okay, let's just say this didn't happen, but let's just say I was at this bar and let's just say the server didn't like that I was there. If she turned to the other person and was like, oh, we don't want farrangs here. Or, you know, or like, oh, look at these dirty farrangs. Something like that. I think it then turns it into a more negative thing.
Yeah, I think it depends on the situation, but mostly it's just to call you like because you're a foreigner, and then we just call you farrang.
If you're here, like let's say you're here, and there's someone meeting you downstairs, and
say that I'm farrang.
No, and let's say you're here with your friend, and you're like, oh, who am I meeting? Are they a Thai person? And your friend's like, oh no, it's the farrang downstairs. I don't think that's negative. That's
it's
just
nothing. It's just
descriptive.
It's just like describe like who are they?
Yeah, but I think people. I don't know about Europe, but like especially in America, they're very sensitive because if I flip that and I describe someone as like, oh, it's the black guy outside. I think some people. I mean, I don't think if someone described me as the white guy waiting outside or something like that, I wouldn't be offended. I think you're just being descriptive.
Yeah.
But then again, if you said like
black guy,
we don't want white people here, you know, like then it becomes more of a thing.
Yeah, that's why it depends.
I think
on
it's
the
similar
situation.
like that. So, and while we're on this subject, is the term farrang, is it exclusively for white Western people, or does it include Asian people or Indian people or black people? How does it?
White people.
White people.
Yeah.
So what if you're
like white people who speak English? Or not really speak English, but like Western people, Europe, you could be France, Italy.
So let me test you on this. So if it's a black guy from America, do you call him a farrang?
Yeah.
Well, you just said it's white people.
Like mostly, but like black people also could be farrang for us.
Okay, what about a person from Africa?
Not really.
Is there another name for some of these groups of people?
Just call them like African, like just
okay.
Yeah.
What about like Arab?
Arab, not farrang.
Not farrang.
We just call Arab. In Thai we say khek.
Okay, interesting.
It's like khek people. It's like Arabian people.
What about Indian?
Indian.
You just call them Indian.
Yeah, they're
so
India.
not farrang.
Not farrang.
Okay. By the way, guys, this is a definitive guide, so no arguing about this is farrang, that's farrang.
It's just what we call
in charge of the entire country of Thailand. Yeah. Okay. What about like Japanese, Chinese, Korean?
Asian.
So not farrang.
Not farrang.
Okay. Interesting. So okay. So that basically answers it. So farrang is
it could be like black or white people like who speak English or even not speak English, maybe live in Europe, Italy, France, could be this type of people.
All right.
That I think it's about like your looks.
Okay. What about if you are like an Asian American, like an American that looks Asian?
We don't really call you farrang. We just call you Asian.
Interesting.
That's why I told you it's about your looks, right?
Yeah.
Like if I look like this, I live in America. If I was born and raised
if
in
you
America,
live in America, they're gonna think you're Latina. So
yeah, but like
they're gonna come up to you and they're gonna be like,
I cannot call myself, or Thai people are not gonna call me farrang because I look like this. It's about your looks as well.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Well, that ends that, guys. No debating in the comments.
blame me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have like so many things written down from the past few weeks. I'm trying to think of what kind of trouble I want to get into next. All right. Well, we were at the Office Thong Lor today,
Thonglor, yeah.
which is not actually an office. It's like a food place. They've got like different, like a cafe, juice bar.
It look like working space, but it's not really working space.
I like these kinds of places. They're not co-working spaces. They're basically like a combination of like a cafe and a community area.
Yeah.
But they've got like at this place, I've been going there a lot. Some of you guys have seen me there, actually have come up to me and talked to me. They've got like a cafe, which by the way, the cafe there, what's the name of it? The coffee place.
The Beam.
No, the
which
coffee
one?
place.
The coffee place?
At the Office.
I don't remember.
You don't know?
I don't remember.
Oh, it's very famous.
What is it
because
called?
it's called Cum Coffee.
Cum Coffee.
Yeah.
I don't
Someone
remember.
deserves a raise on that marketing team. So they got like the coffee place. They've got like a cookie bake shop. They've got a juice bar. They've got Thai food. They've got all these different places. And then they also have Truth or Dare, which is like a cocktail bar kind of thing.
Yeah.
They also have that there. And so during the day, it's mostly people working on their computer, just hanging out, having a coffee. And then at night, it becomes more of like a hang out and drink place. They have a popcorn place, which sounds weird, but the popcorn is really good. Like they've got different flavors, and they'll even give you like 2 flavors. Like they'll give you caramel.
Did you already try almost everything there?
No, I mostly get the same things every time.
What's your favorite there?
Well, I get the why people don't care that I eat Greek yogurt there, and but the Thai tea from Cum Coffee, I had it for the first time last weekend, and I don't know what they do to it, but it's one of the best ones I've had.
But just one glass
but it's
per
not gonna
day, okay?
But here's the thing, guys. It's not going to be like a 40 baht Thai tea
Exactly.
like at Cha Tra Mu. Like it's I think 120 or 140 baht. So it's not a budget place. 1,000%. It's on the pricey side.
Yeah.
But if you're like looking for a place to work during the day on your computer or something,
It's pretty good.
it's like a cool place to chill. And I like it because they have indoor and outdoor seating areas. And but I've been there a bunch lately, and I've observed a few things. So one of the things that I noticed is, so this is in Thonglor, very expensive area in Bangkok. And actually it's right across the street from Park Origin Thonglor, which is the building that was in all the news, the condo building during the earthquake, because it had the bridge that disconnected. So it's right across the street from that. But I've noticed, like if I'm there on a Tuesday afternoon at like 1 p.m., the crowd there is very interesting. So like you got these, basically it's 2 types of people that are there on a Tuesday afternoon. You've got like, let's say young guys like me that are like working on their computer or something, working remotely, doing whatever. You even see some guys that bring their whole like laptop setup. They've got 3 screens.
That was like surprised me a lot.
What do you think of people that do that?
I don't know, but I was so surprised. Like, how could you bring a lot of things just to be here? If that looks like cafe and thing, but you bring a lot of things.
Yeah, we saw a guy
programmer.
Today. He has like a laptop on a stand, so like the laptop is like tall. Then he has another external monitor that's like vertical. He's like coding.
Yeah.
He's got like a mouse. He's got like a whole thing, and he brings it to basically a cafe.
Yeah.
Personally, like what are you supposed to do if you're working remotely? If you work from home, are you supposed to be locked inside all day? Or a lot of people like co-working spaces, but for me, I kind of understand because I don't want to be at the same place every day. So who cares if he brings his computer? He's not bothering anybody.
Yeah.
You know, as long as he's buying stuff and, who cares? So I don't know. I know a lot of people are gonna disagree with that.
Yeah, but also like not just only the person that come for work, also like it could be a dating spot, I guess.
Oh yeah, I think it's a good spot for dating at night.
I mean, you can see the different like people who come for dating, like the outfit and everything. You can see it clearly that they came for dating. More like chill and still how to say, casual, but it's still looking good. And they play the pool outside.
Yeah, they have a pool table outside.
A pool table outside.
Yeah. So I see these girls that'll be there like in the middle of the day on like a Tuesday or a Wednesday, and they're very, very good looking. And they'll show up like one or two of them and maybe their gay best friend. And I'll watch them and they'll just sit there for 2 hours drinking a coffee and taking photos. And they even now bring like a professional camera and they're just sitting there like posing like this, like that, like this.
That's how
with the coffee. Then they take another angle.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking like, what do these girls do with their life? Like what
they
in
may
their
be
life?
an influencer.
Well, I mean,
There may be a model. There may be that's
there's
part of her
so
job.
many of them, and they show up and take these photos, and I'm just thinking like, and they're young too, and it's a very expensive place.
Yeah.
So I think like, do their families have a lot of money? Do they
I don't know.
are an influencer? Are they taking these photos for their sugar daddy? Like I don't know. But
Don't think too negative.
I'm not saying it. If that's your thing, that's your thing. But
Yeah.
it's
like I have my friend who done that, who's always been doing this thing that like go to some cafe and like, you know, just for taking picture. But my friends even bring in loads of outfit to change.
they bring
make the
multiple
photos.
outfits.
But it's because her job, she sell clothes on TikTok. So that's why she always plans to, okay, which cafe that she gotta go, okay, how the outfit should be. So she gonna take time like around like 2-3 hours just to take photos. And I think a lot of people do that because of like so many people like sells thing online. It could be a part of their job.
That could be true for some. I think for a lot, it's not that. I think these girls just want to
Yeah.
boost their Instagram profile.
Yeah, but there's maybe, like I said, there maybe they boost it maybe because it's part of her job, influencer, try to be more famous.
Well, that's like you just
that
described
could
almost
be.
every girl in Bangkok. So, okay. Anyway, and then,
Yeah.
you know, I don't know. I think the more I'm here, the more my eyes are like open to different things. So I have a friend of a friend, his friend
What?
just bought his girlfriend a Ferrari.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Here
In Bangkok. In Bangkok. So it's with the tax and everything, it's
Yeah.
incredibly expensive. And then, you know, he's like older Asian guy. I don't know if he's Korean or I don't remember. But like older, like 40s or 50s maybe. And the girl's probably like, I don't know, 25. I don't know. And then someone else in this group bought their girlfriend a BMW. And then I don't know if it was the same person or another person got a Porsche or something. So where are all these guys getting, you know, I'm just thinking, I think this is an Asian thing. I don't think Western guys do this as much.
You don't buy gifts to your
Okay.
girlfriend?
Well, yes, but I think part of like Asian guy game, especially if you have a lot of money, is to just buy like really expensive things and gift them to your
Yeah.
girlfriend. I don't have Ferrari money to throw around. But if I did, I don't think I'd be gifting my girlfriend. My view is like, what has she done to deserve this? I did all the work. Why are you making a face? She can ride in it, sure, but I'm not going to give it to her.
I don't know. It's just like we don't know them, right? But maybe it's something that they dream of. They want to have it, and the boyfriend think that it's good. Okay, I'm gonna give it to you. It's
find
not
it-
about like what did you do for me that you're gonna
No,
deserve.
I didn't say for me, but exactly. Like, I don't know why there's this expectation to get. And then, by the way, the Ferrari, BMW, like, I'm not trying to hate on Asians. I just think it's interesting. I think culturally, there's some differences in like dating and you know game and stuff like this. So, like buying the girlfriend a car is at the top of like the Asian dating game. Then like below that, I often see Thai girls post like it's their birthday or something, and they'll post their bed, and they've got like 10 different Apple products that the boyfriend just bought, like a computer, an iPad, this charger, an Apple Watch, an Apple whatever. It costs like $10,000. And the girls love to like show this stuff off. They like put it on display, they take a picture. And I've seen this many times. And then I always wonder, like,
why never happened to me?
well, because you're not dating Asian guys.
All
That's
right.
what I'm saying.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you have girlfriends that date these kinds of like Asian guys? And
Yeah.
do you know someone?
I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, it's different. Like when people date with Western people. Yeah, okay, some get some big gifts like that, but not that much. They mostly just like, okay, go travel and hang out, and that's all the Western guy did for Thai girls. But for my friends that are dating Thai or Asian or Chinese guy, they're very pretty, like spoil their girlfriend a lot with the big money, with all the stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I never dated like really Asian or Chinese. So
What's the best gift any boyfriend gave you?
I never really got a big gift.
You never got a big gift?
Yeah, it's just like, it's
Oh, guys. Oh, no, guys.
Like, and
Someone,
I never, and also I never asked for that. I just like,
someone buy Earn a Ferrari, guys. Please put her out of her misery, or at least a BMW.
Buy me a house. I don't care about Ferrari. I don't drive.
Yeah.
But yeah, I saw a lot of things, like mostly like get spoiled from the Asian or wealthy Chinese
Yeah.
guy.
See, I'm not I'm not imagining this. This is like an Asian thing. So
I got just flour, guys.
I think there are these clubs in Bangkok. I don't know what you call them. Membership clubs, premium. I don't know what you call them. And I have yet to go to one. I'd like to go to one just to see it. But it's like one of these places where you have to pay a certain amount to be able to go there. And then the girls that are there are like extremely beautiful. And it's a whole thing. I want to talk about in a later episode. But I think some girls work at these places hoping that they'll find one of these guys that
Could
will
be.
buy them. Yeah. I call them Ferrari girls now. Like they're out there. Their whole goal is just to get linked up with one of these guys that's just going to take care of them for the next however long.
Yeah. Or like some of my friends who work as an entertained girl also like, got a chance to meet that kind of guy, of course, but you're not going to be only like one girl for him.
Oh, you're saying that's part of the deal.
Like, like to get the gift. I mean, It depends on how you talk to the guy. Like, I mean, I had a friend that, but now she moved to America or whatever. But before she lived here, she sometimes do as a part-time thing, like work as an entertained girl, go drink with some rich Chinese guy. And if you kind of like had a sweet talk and know how to keep the connection with him, he kind of like buy things and give you like money almost every month. Yeah.
What kind of money are we talking about here?
Like
well, you said he give money every month. Like roughly how much?
could be 100K, something like that.
100,000 baht.
Yeah. But it's quite, I think it's quite a lot. And like, you're not gonna like meet him every day. Like, you just meet him sometime. It's an easy job for them. Yeah. And I even got a chance to join like the dinner with some rich people, but because they kind of like, this is the people that my friends work for as an entertained girl, and they're just like, I'll bring your friends to have some dinner. And then when I was there, I looked at everyone. It's a little bit uncomfortable for me, but like, even some, I don't want to say, but Thai politicians, there's a lot of Thai politicians that they already have the family. Like some people I knew it, like they already have the family, but they still get this kind of girl and give some money to the cute girls.
So do you think in these, so you're talking about like Mia Noi, this kind of
Not
situation?
really Mia Noi, it's just like entertained girl, or it's just like the girl that you, adore and you want like, okay, I want to take care of you, but you have to go dinner with me or we have to go hang out or travel sometime. It's like a condition. Yeah, but
When
like
you say hang out and travel,
yeah,
is it only hang out and travel?
it's depends on them. I don't know. Yeah, if it's more than that, then more money, I think. But I've never done that, so I have no idea.
Okay.
Yeah, but somebody just doesn't care. It's just like, you do it quick and then you got the money. So some
Okay.
people willing to do that.
Yeah, I think some of these things are fascinating.
Yeah.
I'm not I'm not trying to hate on like the Asian
Yeah.
dating thing, because I think on the flip side,
Yeah.
Westerners a lot of times
Yeah. Or even there's
can
a very, very old guy, like he almost like 70 or 80. He already had like the vibe. He has a girl, big kids already, like, and he's proud because I'm curious. I didn't do as an intent girl, so I just joined the dinner, and then I'm curious, so I asked him like, okay, so you've been doing this all the time. How much you spend per year for the girls? How many girls you had? And he seemed so proud that because like he said like he has too much money and he don't know where to spend. So it's just like nothing for him. He make like billions per year. So it's like a part of his happiness. So I was like, okay, live your life.
yeah.
Yeah. But he said like he never, I think his daughter knew about this, but he said like the most important condition for every girl is that, okay, I'm going to take care of you, but you don't go and try to talk with my daughter or try to show off or try to be someone. You just be at your spot. Don't try to be more than that. Don't try to talk to my family. That's his condition. Because he said like he loved his family a lot and his daughter. But
So if someone
Yeah.
offered you a Ferrari, but they said, but I'm going to have my family over here, but you get a Ferrari, would you be okay with that? Or what do you
Me?
think? Yeah.
You ask me?
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna be involved with someone who already has a family. It's not my thing.
Okay.
I don't want to have any problems. Yeah.
All right. So if you guys notice, my voice is a little gone because I was out late last night.
Yeah.
Where were you, Eric? Well, Ern, I earlier this week I saw a flyer pop up on Instagram for an event. I saw like a flyer,
Oh yeah.
an advertisement for an event, and it was like tribute to Avicii night. Avicii was a DJ, very popular when the big EDM scene grew. If you don't know him by name, for sure you know a lot of the songs. But I really liked him and that style of music from like 2010 to 2016 EDM. I was really into that. And I was like, oh, this is cool. Because a lot of the places in Bangkok, they're all doing the same thing. They're all doing like, I don't know, techno here, hip hop here, mainstream, whatever here. But there's only like a few things. And then everybody does those few things. So when I saw this, I'm like, oh, I haven't seen anything like that. I was interested. So I actually replied to the story and I was like, oh, this looks great. And the promoter was like, oh, why don't you come through? So the event was last night at Live Nightclub, which used to be Babyface. It's an Ekamai.
Yeah.
And even though I lived in Ekamai before, I never went to Babyface. I think because the name was just weird. I was like, oh, what is this?
I think mostly Asian before.
Yeah,
Went
yeah.
to Babyface.
Well, I think
My
it's
friends went there
still-
a lot, but I never.
But it
been.
got shut down.
Yeah.
And then it reopened as Miami Nightclub for about 5 minutes. And then it got shut down again. And then I think about a month ago, it finally reopened as Live. I'm assuming it's called Live and not Live because it's LIV.
LIV, yeah.
So I went there and I have to say the design of the club I thought was really cool. It was not too big, but also the way they segmented it. So even if it wasn't that full, I think it still would be good. Like the production, everything was just crazy. I wish I saw it before and then I could compare. But the amount of like video screens, lasers, lights, like it was all on point. So, and there were a lot of girls there. A lot.
Yeah. You
And,
happy?
I mean, at this point, I'm like desensitized, but, and like you said, no Westerners, only Asian.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So, but I think that's good or bad depending on who you are. Like, that's why I don't want to tell everyone, just go to this place because it might not be what you're looking for, or like it might be uncomfortable in some ways, but it is, you know, it's different. So if you
Yeah.
want to come to Asia and have a more Asian experience,
Yeah,
you know,
Asian
these kinds of
crowd.
places.
Yeah.
So I thought this was a great idea, by the way, doing like this kind of throwback night. Like all the music was all the popular EDM stuff from like 2010 to 2016. Love the music. The crowd, unfortunately, I feel like a lot of them were probably too young for this. Like they'd probably rather listen to like Bruno Mars, APT or Lisa than this.
Nowadays,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? But a lot of them are like younger Thai females. I don't think they care about this, but I thought the club was cool. I thought like the idea of the night and the music was cool. Maybe next time they'll do this kind of event at like a different venue. I don't know. That would be cool. So I think if you got people that are like really into this genre, it would be amazing because I don't think Bangkok has anything like that.
Do you think I'm gonna like it?
Do I think you're gonna like it? I don't. I for as long as I've known you now, I don't even know what you would really like.
Okay.
I
We'll
guess
see.
you like hip hop for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And Afro.
sure. But as far as like dance music, like EDM or something, I don't know what you want. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll put some videos and stuff in here so you can see it. Just really, again, really cool club. Like behind the DJ, they have a platform that goes up on like it like rises up on like a hydraulic lift, and they have the dancers on there. I don't know. I would love to go back. And also, it was a Wednesday night I went, and it hasn't been open that long. So I'd say it was about 40 to 50% full. But if it was the right night and it was full with like the right music, that place would be crazy. It kind of reminds me of Route 66, to be honest with you. But I would love it if it was here because it's in Ekamai, right near where I live. So it's a lot
Is
more
it
convenient.
bigger than Versus or smaller?
No, I think it's smaller, but not that much smaller. But I actually think it's good in some ways because it feels
Yeah.
fuller. Yeah. So I'll definitely go back there and check it out. Have you been into any? Well, actually, while I was there, I checked on Instagram and I saw you were at Sugar.
Yeah. No, I was at above 11 before the rooftop. I ate and then I went to Sugar. But actually, like, was I too early to be there? Like around 11. So kind of like when I arrived, it just, no, I don't know. Like it's maybe because it's Wednesday night, it's not really much people. And then I wait till midnight and then not really much people. So
The people that were there, what kind of people were they?
if the guys, they're foreigners,
Well,
but
describe them though. Like what
like-
kind of foreigners?
what can I
Like old,
say?
young, American, like
Not that old, around like your age, like 35. What can I?
not that old.
Yeah,
like
not that
you.
old, but not that young.
Okay.
You know,
Well,
but
the reason
but
I
the
asked-
young also has was mostly like around your age, like 30, 35. Or,
I haven't been to Sugar in probably like 4 months or something.
yeah.
But the last time I was there, I was shocked by how young all the guys were. Because before there was kind of like a spectrum. But the last time I was there, it was a ton of like 20s and to early 30s guys, like a
Yeah.
ton. So that was interesting.
Yeah, but that night, I cannot say like who because it's just 2-3 tables. because it's like before midnight, so not so many people, and the girls are all Thai. Yeah.
What I mean, before midnight, there's still not a lot of people. When are people going out now? Like if someone comes to Bangkok, what time do you think they have to go out to have a good time?
Midnight.
Midnight. Till what time?
Around two, yeah. Around that. But if it's like weekday, even it's midnight, it's also hard to get so many people in the club. I think it's around like after 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Maybe a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, after I went to live, I was with my friend Danny, and I wanted to try something different. And sometimes he goes to Khaosan Road, which I pretty much never go to. And so we said, okay, let's go there. So we went to, the name of it is The Club.
Oh, yeah.
At Khaosan.
That's where I always went there.
And I went there a long time ago, and I was shocked to learn that it's on the DJ Mag top 100 clubs in the world list. And I was like, really? So I wanted to go back and see it because Danny said it's been renovated in the last few years. So here's Eric's official review of the club for a Wednesday night in Bangkok. So it was I think 190 baht entry fee, include one drink. Okay. The crowd in there was on the younger side for sure.
Yes.
To the
lot
point
of young
where
people.
I felt a little weird.
And with grab the beer and like just.
No, I mean, I felt like I was chaperoning all these. Do you know that word? Like I was like, what? Like I was like the adult responsible for all these people.
Yeah,
you know,
it's like backpack people.
And,
you know.
and yeah, it's like backpacked people. Like they're you know. It's a totally different crowd, and like they're going crazy, and they're having a good time. Like a lot of them probably their first time in Thailand. They heard about Khaosan Road. The music I thought was really good for a nightclub. For a nightclub that does like EDM music, I thought it was very good. Sound was good. It's also got a kind of an interesting character to it because it's not a lot of these clubs they make now, and not just in Thailand, but in Cambodia I noticed too, and Vietnam, they're just like boxes. Like it's a big square room with just like they spent millions of baht and they just like put a bunch of lights and lasers and it's just like they spent a lot of money, but the place has no character. This place, it's like, how do I explain it? It doesn't feel like you're inside. It has a really tall ceiling and the walls are like the exterior walls of buildings. So it feels like you're in a courtyard, but the courtyard has a roof. And they still have, you know, like a lot of lights and stuff, laser stuff like that. But I just thought it was interesting. It's a much different concept than a lot of other clubs in Bangkok. Like, for example, a newer one that opened recently is called Void. It's in the RCA area, and it's incredible the amount of production and stuff in there. But essentially, it's just a square room. And this is just really interesting. You feel like you're not in a club, like you're outside. It's just weird. So that was interesting. It's not like an upscale place. It's like a very casual, kind of divey kind of place.
Where you can wear anything and then you just show up.
Yeah. And what else can I say about it? I guess I was just surprised that it was on the DJ Mag Top 100 list. And you know what else I noticed? A lot of clubs in Thailand are on the top 100 list. I was really surprised. I don't know them all off the top of my head, but Illusion in Phuket is, which I think that, okay, I understand why for there. I think a place in Pattaya that just opened also is. The Club Khaosan is. I think Space Plus is. Don't quote me on this. I'm just doing it from memory. But like, there's at least a handful. Maybe even more than in America. I don't know. So I think it would be cool if we did an episode just on the clubs that are the DJ Mag Top 100 clubs. But we'll talk about, because they put them on there for different reasons. It's not just that they're like big or something or they're popular. Like in Boston, back when I was a DJ, guys, if you didn't know, I was a DJ before. Yeah, why? Can you imagine?
I can't imagine. With this nerdy look, how could you be a DJ?
Yeah, well, I wore a leather jacket. I had like the whole like Daft Punk look going on.
Yeah,
anyway,
I saw
there was a club in Boston. It's closed now. It was called Rise, and it was open. It was popular because it was open all night, which the other clubs were not. Basically, it didn't get popular. Like people didn't even go there till midnight, and it closed at like 6 or 7 in the morning. And it was a small place, but it was for people that really loved like clubbing culture, electronic music. The lighting was amazing, but it was very small. It was only 200 people. So for me, like just because a place is big and they invest a lot of money into it, that doesn't make it like a destination necessarily. So this place, the club Khaosan Road, I think the reason it's on this list is just because it's really unique in like the layout and the vibe and
maybe because it's
everything
in the middle and like with the AC and everything. Because like mostly it's just like the bars outside, right?
Yeah, it's very different than a lot of. I hate those Khaosan. I mean, those Khaosan bars. Like, it's just they blast music so loud from every bar.
They compete,
this the music
one
combines.
Also loud. The next one also loud. Like, how could I?
And then, I mean, this is my interpretation of Khaosan Road. If you've never been to Thailand, this is my interpretation. If you have been, tell me how I'm right or wrong. Khaosan Road is like, what, 200 meters, 300 meters long. And it's like bar after bar, blasting music, the loudest music you've ever heard in your life.
Food.
Right? Every person is trying to pull you into their bar.
Yes.
They're all trying to sell you laughing gas. You know, they do with the balloons.
Yeah.
And then you've got people selling scorpions on the side. And if you dare take a picture, they're going to yell at you that you have to pay 10 baht.
Oh, really?
You don't know that? They
I
have
don't
a
know
sign
because
too.
I've never tried to get the scorpion.
Yeah. And then it's just basically everybody is competing for your attention at once.
Yes.
And the music is so loud. And you're outside in Thailand. You're probably getting all sweaty.
Yeah.
It's like, not my vibe.
Like,
you know how I am.
Like, I mean, I've been there, but I never sit outside. Like, you know, the bars outside, I always go to like the club, Khaosan. But, you know, because like you say, everybody's so sweaty. There's some people like, you know, from the outside and they came in and they party and then they put their hands up. And I was like, what's this smell? And then I look and then my friend like, oh, that's the armpit smell. And I was like, what?
I don't know if you know this, Ernie.
Yeah.
But some percentage of East Asian people, so that's you, they don't possess the gene that codes for that smell, that odor.
Like what?
Like what I'm saying is, you know, when people like sweat, they can smell.
Yeah.
But I've noticed in Thailand, not everybody, but a lot of people, they will not smell at all.
Yeah.
Like I dated a girl. She could go to the gym and be drenched in sweat. She smells like nothing but flowers. Because she doesn't have I'm assuming she doesn't have the gene that codes for that.
Yeah, could be.
But have you ever heard of this before or no?
No, I never heard of that. But like, yeah, that's
that's
the worst
noticed.
part when I went to the club. There's nothing wrong with the club, but it's just some like, you know, people.
Club, to clarify, the club is inside and air conditioned. It just feels like it's outside.
Yeah, I chose there because there's an AC and it's too hot outside. So I just went there with my friends. But yeah, you know, some people that they're already sweaty and then they came in, it's just so hard for me to stand next to them. So I always like walk around. When I start to smell something, I walk around to other way. And yeah, but not really my vibe. And I prefer like, you know, whatever, Thonglor's COVID-11.
Well, I'll say when I was there, I didn't smell anything. But yeah, I thought it was fine. I just think for me, maybe the crowd was a little young. I think I'd go back just for the music. Because the music, sometimes I'm just like, oh, I love the club. I love a club or I love a venue. But the music just isn't quite what I enjoy. So, yeah. Anyway, if you guys have been to Bangkok recently and you have recommendations of where to go, or if you went someplace and you didn't like it, it wasn't what you expected, let us know in the comments below. We always want to know like what's what, because some places that were good 6 months ago, they're done now. And there's some places that just opened that you might not know about, like this place Live. So let us know in the comments below. By the way, I just recently moved the camera here, and I don't know where to look anymore. So I keep looking in the wrong area for the camera because I can't see the camera. Anyway, guys, hit the subscribe button. Let us know your thoughts below. Go subscribe to the Clips channel, please. Do me a favor. I'm trying to get this new Clips channel off the ground. Go subscribe to the Clips channel, and we'll see you in Bangkok.
เจอกันค่ะ